everyone. And once again, we are getting a chance to introduce you to the guests of our next panel. And this one, we are talking to people who are really good at being really bad, or at least pretending to be bad. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Jen Catania, known as JenEyre Cosplay. I live just south of Boston, and I have been cosplaying for 4.5, almost 5 years.
Well, thank you for joining me today. And to get right in, please tell us what it is that makes you choose the characters that you choose to cosplay, particularly the villains.
So one of the big things is I have to enjoy the character. If I watch a film or a TV show and I don't like the character, not dislike them in a way that they're evil and I hate them, but if I'm just like, there's nothing fun about that character, then I'm not gonna bother with them. And when I'm thinking about a character, if that character wears different outfits, usually the thing that gets me to pick one version over another could be if it's something really glamorous, because I love dressing up and being glamorous, because normally I'm a teacher, so normally I'm dressed for the classroom, which is decidedly not glamorous. So like with Kira from Solo: A Star Wars Story, she had this in one of the trailers, she had this gorgeous black silk gown. And I said, okay, that is gorgeous. And as I was looking at it and we saw more images, I realized that, okay, that's pretty much backless and it's really low cut. And the tailoring and figuring that out is going to be pretty tricky. So for me, wanting to figure out the pattern, because I love making patterns and especially making them, digitizing and sharing them with whoever, that was one that really spoke to me. And I wanted that challenge of figuring out how to make that work, especially because my body shape and size is not the same as the actresses. So I love that kind of challenge.
You don't always do a straight version of the cosplay.
Yeah.
You like to mix it up. I know of one particular Cruella de Porg that comes to mind, but what is it that makes you take those different spins?
I used to do costumes for theater, and there was a high school that I did the costumes for their productions. So I'd always go into thrift stores with the thought in the back of my head that if I saw a piece that might be useful on stage. So I was shopping and I found this faux fur coat. And when you're costuming a show, you always need those kind of obvious costume pieces that say, okay, this character's really rich or this character's really fancy. And as soon as I saw that, I said, okay, I need that. So I bought it, and I honestly don't even remember if I actually ever used it in a show. I stopped with the theatrical costuming a couple of years ago, but I had that coat in my stash. I still have a lot of my theatrical costuming stash. And my husband he surprised me with one of the stuffed porgs, my first porg. And I looked at it, and the color of the fur on that porg was exactly the same color as that faux fur coat. And I just had that moment of evil inspiration. I said, what would be, because there's all this big debate among the Star Wars community. Are porgs annoying? Are they amazing? Should we eat them? Whatever. And I said, well, this is going to be so much fun if I make this coat like it's Cruella de Vil and it's porgs on the coat instead of Dalmatians or some other sort of animal print. And it's just the second I saw that stuffed porg and I remembered that coat, I knew it just had to be.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. And everybody, you can check out Jennifer as well as another group of fantastic cosplayers on our upcoming panel. So evil, so good, so evil. So come and join us for the Villainous panel. We cannot wait to see you there.